24 May 1942, Indian Ocean. Indian Air Force put in a brave, if futile, defense of Madras against an overwhelming odds. But at least we now know that an enemy carrier operates in the West Bay of Bengal. Both of our task forces were directed there to hunt it, but all we found so far were just more of the IJN destroyer patrols. Hello and welcome back to Indian Ocean, where you can see another example of the how come you are here. Because we have this task force right on the edge here, where our task force, you can see, is just here, and the poor Greeks are getting hammered already, despite my best efforts to well, I did speed them up and try to get him away, but doesn't look like they've done much. I'm going to lay smoke just to make it slightly worse. On the good side, this thing looks dead in the water as well. Yeah, and she's going down. Oh, the quick one. Kamikaze sinking. Iraq's unfortunately doesn't look very well either, for better or worse. Let me just grab her and try to get her out of here anyways. She's going to go home. She's doing 8 knots where she should have been running at full steam. We will get one thing fixed, 2 things fixed, so hopefully we'll get the fires fixed soonish. But there are still way too many other things. This kamikaze is also in a bad shape. And sinking. You've seen the Kamikawa Maru, the seaplane tender, which was the last thing here as well. She just had a magazine explosion, so she's not going to last long. And the Sendai is being aimed at by Warspite, so she's not gonna have a good time either. How's IRX doing? Slowly but surely fixing things. Kamikaze Maru down. That leaves one kamikaze. This is Fubuki, based on the 2 large same-size funnels. So that means that once we sink this Fubuki, it's going to be 1 Fubuki left, I believe. And IRX here is getting slowly but slowly fixed. She's gonna go home, obviously. She has both funnels are destroyed, which accounts for the speed, massive damage to machinery. One of her guns is destroyed, she's basically useless now. So she's going to get released. Warspite is targeting Sendai, which is in bad shape, and this kamikaze doesn't look good either. And I would say that the Sendai is going down. Indeed this. Well, at least we had superior firepower. We really need to fix the fires first. Fires is what's causing trouble. Warspite will cease. We will save some ammunition for her. So this was fast and furious. And Fubuki is, oh yeah, going down levels, really fast and furious. And here she's going down as well. So everyone's dealt with. It's just fixing Iraq's, and then we are out of here. So here we are. We've got 3 command points. I think would have been 2 for Kamikaze Maru, 1 for Sendai, and sunk yet another 6 ships, which is good. Irax is damaged, she's gonna go home, but then, yeah, we'll see. She's there. Yeah, Irax, this class of the, where's it? Split group. This class of this Greek destroyers aren't that great. The other one is better, but I didn't have enough to actually be able to afford it, which has changed now. So let's get the other Greek destroyer. Wish this was a drop down as well. So. But we have to get it from Bombay, so it's going to, while we are at it, we might just as well load some supplies on it. Okay, so that's the situation. We took Akia entirely, and I will start preparing invasion of Rangoon. Port Blair now has a second level airport. Yeah, we need way more engineering and fuel to build another level, so that's good. And yeah, that's the situation at the moment. There is a carrier somewhere here. They bombed Calcutta. You can see the base integrity is crap. I've put my Task Force A patrol here. Hopefully we will find it. And we finally found the carrier over here. That's definitely not Zuikaku. I think it's Hiryu. So we have a choice of how to sink it. One is with our Albacores, and the other one is with our Task Force B. And I'm going to go for Task Force B, to be honest. It's more appropriate. They have sent their cap and everything to raid Port Blair, which, well, what shall I say to it? You pay when you don't leave any cap or anything. We've jumped it. I saw where these raiders were coming from. I was close by, and we found it. It's most likely just a question of time, because yeah, it's not like she could escape. She escapes sinking by warspite. She will most certainly be sunk by the Albacores. That was a close one. Let's have a look what the I think this can be Kagero. No, maybe not. Okay, so the destroyers that we have here are Sashos, which we haven't sunk yet properly. So I'm sure we will in due time. And our light cruisers are already sending tons of ammunition on these destroyers. You can see the muzzle flashes of ours, of our task force just over there. I'm quite happy with the light cruisers focusing on the destroyers, while Warspite and everyone tries to get the Hiryu, which we haven't hit yet. But we are starting to hit this leading essential. And we have hit Hiryu as well. And you can see that she is burning now. I would still like to get an encounter with the Fuso. IJN is supposed to have 2 Fuso battleships, and it would be really nice to run into them and have good encounter there. We'll see. I believe that after this Hiryu is sunk, or that IGN will have left in terms of carriers, fleet carriers, is Zuikaku. And it will also have a few light carriers, Hosho, and I think all 3 Zuyos, which we haven't seen yet. So not a great deal of air power to project. The Zuyo are unpleasant because they have zeros, but luckily they do not have dive bombers, they have only torpedo bombers. With torpedo bombers you generally can deal, it's the dive bombers that are sort of unpleasantly accurate and everything. And here is our task force coming in and dealing with the unpleasant Japanese task force just seen here on the horizon. I'm actually going to slow down a bit. Yeah, well, we're doing 19 knots, that's okay. They are, by the looks of it, taking warspite, which they did hit. Not that it's going to do much good to them, because these destroyers against warspite are not really that useful. This Asako, meanwhile, seems to be better a lot, so I would expect that she is not going to last much longer. Hiryu is not looking exactly well either. What we like. That was a nice explosion here on the destroyer. A magazine explosion, if you would believe it. Hiryu is shooting at observation planes, I don't really care. Yeah, half magazine has gone bent, so she is flooding, she's gonna have to down, which means that we will, yeah, there she goes, we will redirect her to the other Asako that's bravely going where no Asako has been before. Well, this Asako, I'm sure, will beat you up to it first, because she's going to the bottom of the Indian Ocean before you will be able to make it there. Especially since you are shooting our good hit from our 15-incher to the aft, and if anything else would pay to this would, because that would have almost certainly slowed her down a little bit. This is most likely 8 inches from the heavy cruiser. Yeah, that's the 15 inches from our good old warspite. And she is deadish in the water. And you can see how the light cruisers are now targeting the other Asako. Yeah. And you've seen that there was a small explosion, and not so small explosions, on the leading now Asako, because the former leading Asako is now sinking. Looks like something has been hit on our side. Let's go and check. Vampire. Why would I think that something else than a destroyer has been hit? Okay, let's break these guys off and let's put the Vampire on a run, because unfortunately destroyers are not the most survivable ships here, as you can see on this Asako. which I think I heard going down, but no, it was not. It's not yet going down. You've seen that it's shooting, but it's dead in the water, so it's a very short question of time before she does go down. And the Sasho is sinking as well. Second one. Hiryu is dead in the water. I'm not going to waste any of our any of our torpedoes with albacores on it. Wonder whether I will stop. I'm going to stop Warspite. Let me just check how much. Hiryu is sinking. Stop. Cease. You can use your secondaries, but because Hiryu is sinking, so that's leaving only these 3 Sashos. The albacores sort of didn't really do much, but they were a good backup plan. And once again, the Sasho is running into the teeth of our steel storm, and that means that she is not going to be there for much longer. She has just one 2-gun turret aiming at us, while we can put considerably more into the air as this sinking Hiryu can confirm. I've switched off my heavies because I believe that between Boise and Newcastle we have enough to sink these 3 destroyers. As a matter of fact, let me break. Yeah, and you can see that the light cruisers are making short work of the destroyer as they should. Of course, there is also secondaries on the heavy cruiser and Warspite, so it's not like nothing else is helping. I wonder, hearing those chunk things, whether being hit is really like chung, because I would expect more of a screeching metal sound, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that the UIC team can again improve on, because as I say, they pay attention not just to the graphics but to the sound as well, which is excellent. Because this sounds almost like you're hitting some sort of a board or something. But the problem, of course, is that unlike in the UID, here you basically have 2 hits, a hit and a hit with an explosion. In UID, you have the various sort of partial penetrations, full penetration, over penetration, ricochet, and all of them have a different sound, as you would expect. So it's a bit hard to deal with it from here, and she is dead in the water, which means that she's going to go down very shortly. Yeah, there she goes. There is then a Sasho altogether, which means that once we sink these 5, it's half of the class gone. There is 1 Fubuki left, 4 Kigeros, if I remember right, so we are close to exterminating some of the sizable destroyer classes. Yeah, There she goes. And this Sasha is being hit, I would say, by Boise, probably. You can see my light cruisers here, so it could be both Boise and Newcastle, actually. While this one is being attacked by secondaries of our heavy cruisers. Mind you, in both cases we've scored some hits already, so that's very good. It looks like the furthest Sasha here has been hit more, but that has been now compensated by the looks of it. And it looks like our light cruisers now has switched their attention, which is good because when we concentrate we send things faster, as you can see. Properly hitting it. Yeah, that's dealing some serious damage. The other one is burning in the meanwhile, which means that she's gonna go down very shortly as well. I wish not that it would help in this case, because their attack planes were away, but at least the cap would have helped against the albacores. Was there a cap? Which it wasn't. So it's a something where, yeah, I'm going to redirect these guys on the other essential. Oh, there was a magazine explosion, I suspect, of this one, and it's going down, so I can switch my good old guys back to the previous secondaries. You know, you can still target this essential. And the same with secondaries on here. Not that it's likely needed, because the Sasha looks pretty damn finished. And if not finished now, she's gonna be finished very, very soon. You can see how it goes. It's been a long while since I saw other destroyers do a torpedo attack, so it's something which definitely would be good to see. Be the AI more aggressive with torpedoes, but yeah, I don't know why this is gonna be a goner now in no time. Anyways, I think this is probably good enough for an episode now. So we sunk yet another fleet aircraft carrier, leaving it with just Zuikaku. And once Zuikaku is gone, then there is no pesky vowels to spoil our party, because Skates we can deal with. So if you liked this episode, please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Likes and comments are always welcome as well. And in the meanwhile, thank you very much for watching once again, and I'm pretty sure that this poor Seychelles is going to turn into a artificial reef, although probably here it's way too deep for it to be of any interest except for deep ocean dwelling creatures. So once again, thank you very much and goodbye.